On the menu today, we take you to the Colorado Rockies for fine food and wine in Aspen. We'll find out why 5,000 food lovers converge to celebrate cusine. Also on the trip, the thrill of catching trout on the Frying Pan River.
Set your hook, there's a fish. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
All that and a sampling from the hottest new chefs in America.
Hello, I'm Carolyn O'Neil. Welcome to On the Menu in the Food and Wine Classic in Aspen, Colorado, where over the weekend they'll pour over 40,000 bottles of wine, go through at least 100,000 glasses, and entertain the palates of 5,000 foodies who come to the mountain to taste the very best.
It's a perfect pour.
You guys want a little Italian sparkler? It's going to be about $9 retail.
This is my third trip back here for this wine. I love this wine.
Just at the foot of the slopes, green in Aspen summer, the Grand Tasting Tent is at the epicenter of Food and Wine Magazine's Classic. Now in its 15th year, it's bigger than ever, as 5,000 food and wine lovers pour into this Rocky Mountain town.
It's huge, as you can see.
This is the event to be at every single year.
Wines from California still dominate, but with more Americans rediscovering the prestige of French wines.
I'm French. I can't say anything else.
And Australia coming on strong.
We probably produce about a third of what the US produces, but we drink about 3 times as much per head.
It's truly international.
There are wines from Spain, wines from Portugal, wines from every major wine-producing country of the world. They're all here. You can take a tour. This is the World's Fair of Wine.
So, by the way, I'm not drinking wine right now, I'm just tasting it.
You're tasting and then you're going to spit.
Oh, I forgot to spit.
Forget skiing, enjoying the sport of gourmets is what brings this Aspen crowd to town.
Well, I think it's one of the few vices left. Everything else kills you.
And everybody's talking the same language, and you meet wonderful people, and even though they're all from different walks of life, different professions, you share a common interest.
Even my husband, who hates crowds, wanted to come back. So.
Oh, I just love food and wine, and just a lot of my favorite chefs were going to be here, and so I was really excited to come.
And the food fans were out in force, lining up early for seminars with culinary legends Julia Child.
I've had some horrible hash browns.
And Jacques Pepin, this year co-starring with daughter Claudine.
I mean, we used to be somewhat in the black hole in the kitchen. Now we are big star. I mean, you know, this is, it's crazy. Yeah. I mean, I'm enjoying it, I think. We've been signing autograph, picture.
Yeah, this has been wonderful.
Book, T-shirt, apron.
Julia Child says the enthusiastic attendance proves that interest in cooking is alive and well.
So I'm hoping that home cooks are going to be splurging out with more vigor.
Need a recipe tip? There are chefs galore to ask, more than ever assembled this year to celebrate a decade of best new chefs picked by Food and Wine Magazine.
Okay, terrific. A little in on the ends.
But all this fun is business for some. Banana Republic stores, no longer content to sell just khakis, took the opportunity to draw attention to a new home collection and the connection between food and fashion.
We think that we're all targeting the same audience, the fashion industry, just creating a style of wines and marriage of food.
Well, it's a tremendous lot of fun.
And George Mahaffey of the Little Nell Hotel in Aspen knows it's a key time to show off his Rocky Mountain cuisine.
Mike, did you get that, dude?
Locally inspired dishes include Colorado lamb and mustard-crusted rainbow trout.
But I think people are coming to capture some of that ambiance and really soak up that feeling that Aspen provides.
And for some, that includes a little road trip by bike to the Woody Creek Tavern.
Yeah, we came in a day early for a little bonding and a little educational day with our distributor from Boston, so we're having some fun, and this is the reward.
The town of Aspen certainly provides a dramatic setting for the Food and Wine Classic. But at 8,000 feet above sea level, the high altitude also presents certain challenges when cooking and drinking. Some say one drink feels like you've had 3, and the altitude causes water to boil at a much higher temperature. So Chef Sotahiro Kosugi chose to use potato in this sushi creation.
Actually, I use potato because I'm afraid to cook rice at this high.
The greatest challenge for some, though, finding the right thing to wear. There is a theme here.
We've got bottles. I think we have corkscrews somewhere. We've got everything that it takes to get a bottle of wine open, and then, of course, to get it in your hand and on the palate.
And coming up next on the menu, as our Colorado food and wine adventure continues, how about a lesson in fly fishing on the Frying Pan River? How was that?
That was great.
This is the Rollcast, huh? Also ahead on the menu, why dairy products are going organic. We'll check in with the consumers and the cows.
That's what it's all about. That's the bottom line right there. Frying Pan River brown trout.
Welcome back to On the Menu in the Frying Pan River near Basalt, Colorado, in the White River National Forest. I've got my fishing license. You don't want to touch a rod without it. I'm going to meet a professional guide, get these waders wet, and do a little fly fishing. It's the kind of sport even a novice can love. Gonna watch and learn. Because this looks like quite a little ballet. Oh, I just saw some fish jumping, I think. Ah!
Yeah, look at that one, big fish jumping.
God. Oh my gosh, there we go. There's some possibilities out there, Kyle.
Well, what do you got?
Even if you never catch a fish, stepping into the river, fighting the current to keep a foothold, makes you feel immediately part of the scene and the scenery.
I think they bumped the water a little.
You don't want to be going downstream with the trout.
No, you don't.
Waders.
No, you sure don't. You just want to move your feet real slow and make sure you got a good solid point before you take another step.
Upping my odds for safety and success, professional fishing guide Kyle Holt of Oxbow Outfitters. Kyle started fly fishing when he was 11 and has been angling on the Frying Pan River since 1982. Have you kept track? How many fish have you caught?
We don't keep track because we try to. Fishing is not a numbers game. We're out here to fish and not necessarily catch, you know.
And look at this classroom.
Exactly. It's a great office.
All right, I'm and now it's time to get to work. First lesson, the fly.
Fairly large.
Chosen to mimic what the trout are eating, and today the river's teeming with tiny freshwater shrimp. So this is definitely part of the fun, is the strategy.
The strategy and learning about the insects and the food sources, and then trying to match a fly to that. Slight pause
Next,
at the top and point the rod
learning to cast. We start with a simple roll cast. No fancy stuff like the angler across the way. I watch for a while.
The line's cruising down the river with the current. If you see the indicator stop or go under or make any movement, that might signal a trout is there, and you give it a hook set, we call it.
Right. Then it's time for me to try.
So we start to repetitively work an area in the river, okay? And we start to, let me get on the safe side.
All right, here we go. But with a little more practice, I'm starting to look like I may know what I'm doing.
Pretty good cast. That's pretty good for just getting the rod in your hand.
Next lesson, the part where Kyle Holt assures me the sport isn't really about catching fish. You're supposed to take in the whole experience. The sky, the trees, the mountains, the water rushing by, the camaraderie of fellow anglers doing the same.
Okay. Set your hook. There's a fish. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. Now let the fish run. Let your line off your hands. Let the line go. Okay, there you go. No. Just hold your rod tip up. Hold your rod tip up.
I'm trying. He's pulling on it.
That was kind of exciting, huh?
Yeah, my God. First
fish
cast
jumping,
here.
going crazy.
Woo!
That's a nice fish.
It's a brown trout. Pretty good size by the feel of it. Other trout in the river include rainbow, cutthroat, and cutbow trout.
And we've got a beautiful Frying Pan River brown trout.
But you can't put this fish in a frying pan. Catch and release is the Colorado law here. And there he goes.
And there he goes.
Maybe we'll catch him again.
Or his buddy.
Wow, you're a great guide, because I caught a fish.
Well, you did a fine job handling the rod.
Coming
Coming up next on the menu, from out on the river to down on the farm, we travel to Idaho to find out why these dairy cows are perhaps more pampered than other herds. In the meantime, I'm hooked.
Oops, set your hook. I think we've got another one. Start to reel. It's okay. Keep your live tip up. Oh, you got off. Okay. Why don't you pull your line over to me?